You.
You. Hello, computer. Hello, computer. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. It's here. We're here again. It's been so long, computer. It's been 1 week. 1 week. The I don't know. What do you say? The phlegmatic forces. The phlegmatic forces of illness have kept us underneath the weather. You're actually feeling. I'm feeling mostly good now. I'm a little bit congested, etc. But thankfully, I have given myself appropriate time to recover. It's been 1 week since the last LCOLONQ session. When did we start saying session? I don't know what it is. Feels like it was just yesterday. Yeah, to me as well. It's been a long week. Computer. What am I doing here? What's messing? There's something messing me up here. There's something happening badly. There's evil forces afoot. Let's see what this is. Can we type that? Oh, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it very quickly for at least a year. I think so. I'm glad you took a week-long break. Yeah, me as well. Right? Twitter image. Yes. This is its origin. Maybe I don't know. Hello everyone. We're back again for the commemorative episode LCOLONQ John Hancock edition. We're often studying different types of John on this broadcast. We're studying what are Johns that we're doing. We're studying John X, John Y, John Z. We're studying who else? Who else is there? John LeFucker. John LeFucker was a recent fellow. There was John Twitch. There was John Johnson, John the Ripper, Divorced John Z. This is true. Who? There's plenty of them. There's hundreds even. Today we're gonna be studying. Oh, John Apples. God forbid, John Apples. That was a major development. John Carmack. John Carmack is a well-known secret Colonq head. So we can't talk about that too much. Am I really quiet? Is the audio weird? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's because I'm not screaming again. Maybe it's a non-screaming situation. Maybe. John Infocom. Yeah, true. We're okay. We're good. I'm still a little bit gunch. I have a minor amount of gunch still. So we're working through that. We're gonna work through that together today. Today is John Hancock. Today is signature. Before we get into things, I guess let's let me, I forgot to do all of my activities beforehand. What the fuck? Okay, we're good. Your music at the beginning was a bit loud, relatively speaking. Okay, good to know. Anyway, welcome in, everyone. Can we see who's here? Welcome into the pre-gang, who have now mostly been banished to the misty recesses of history by scrolling off the screen. But I know already, I know Lyra Dawn was here, I know Muda Ne was here, thank you for the resub, Muda Ne. I know Tayumisi was here, thank you for the resub, Tayumisi. I know Devs DE was here, I know MXL Lex was here, I know 0x539 was here, I know, who else? SSCHR15, also known as Chris, was here, huge. I know F Mega was here, yeah, true. Hello, also Code Void 0x25, good to see you. Hello, Crazy Kitty Numbers Form. Hello, Blazy Knights. Hello, A Bridgewater. Welcome, gone to the farm upstate. Yes, true. Hello, Not a Furry Yif Lover. Hello, TTY Dev. Teletype Terminal. Is this what this is? Hello, Steeled Shield. Welcome. Hello, Zozy himself. Welcome in. Hello, Bead 0_O, where it's like shaped like a little face going, oh. Like where you close one eye a little bit and then open the other eye really wide. Oh. Hello, Doc East. Welcome in Bucket Balb C. Welcome in Stack Over Chill. Welcome in Prod Z Pod. Hello, Ron Moo. Hello, Freefall. Welcome in Sinako _. Hello. Welcome in Christopher. Welcome in Prowl Cash. Welcome in Dog Wish X, looking cute today. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Hello, Ashing87. Hello, Draw That Redstone. Welcome. Hello, Sohakuni. Welcome in. Welcome in Catleriana. Welcome in Ascento. Welcome in Ricardo _Strikey. Welcome in FN _Lumi. Welcome in Remblanc. Welcome in who do we have? We have somebody on this for sure. Hello, Colinoscopy _ welcome. Hello. Mental _Equilibrist. Welcome. Hello, Tomater. Welcome in. Welcome in Must _Broke _. Welcome in Sight Sol. Welcome in. Welcome reading the. Okay, this text. This is a literal like. Okay, I don't mean to impugn anyone's honor here, computer. I don't like this. I don't like starting dramas but I just Googled. I was like, okay, we need some kind of background footage that looks signature-ish. So I searched for John Hancock. I'm like, maybe I'll find some like documentary cut thing on YouTube or whatever. This is like from like it's like some small YouTube channel, and this had like, it's like stock images of signatures with like AI, you know, that one AI voice? It has the one AI voice overlay talking about how badass John Hancock is, and like I don't know, they're making crazy stuff on there these days. I don't even know how to describe it. It's pretty good though. Hello Gen Dude, welcome. 59. Oh, it's yeah, the feature is broken. You don't. Yes. Hello. Who else? Who else? Someone said someone's fraud. Okay, we'll move on from that. This is good. Though. Hello, Piet290106. Hello, Mike Homian. Welcome. Hello, Violet Marmalade. Welcome in. Hello, Caddy Shots. Hello, Dumb Moths. Welcome, Dumb Moths. Hello, Real Nyson. You were in pre-gang also, of course. Welcome in Sun Demoniac. Welcome. Semi-Prime. Thank you for the resub, Sun Demoniac. Also, hello, Blackbird1128. Hello. Have we gotten there? Have we gotten there? Jake Out, welcome. Welcome too. And Ikatono and Sabrain. Welcome. Then they got everybody's in this. They put everyone on today. Hello, the Laser Kiwi and Attention Span and Pro Teapot and Good Vibrations 32. Welcome one and all. Has their Han in they see. Yeah, maybe so. Posters for that Will Smith superhero movie. Hello, everyone. We're here now. It's me today. It's me again today. Can we bring me up? Where am I? Get me over here. Put my real face on the screen. It's gonna reveal my one of these times. And Slendy Dev is here too. Welcome in, Slendy Dev. The slender developer. Welcome. Hi, we're here again. LCOLONQ activities begin. Yeah, hi. We're hi. Hello, Bitomancer and Lyra Dawn. We're back with Yes, yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. Hello. Should I do okay? Out of character question, breaking out of RP in the out of character channel. How long should I maintain the bit that this is the first stream since, because it actually kind of makes it hard to talk about anything, right? Like the joke here is that I'm saying that we haven't streamed for a week, even though we streamed at a, you know, this is a relatively quick cadence, right? We streamed the day before. Well, this is out of character attention span. This doesn't count. I've decided that this doesn't count. But there, it doesn't count. It's non-canon. It's outside of the standard chronology. Don't we know anything about physics? It's kind of a physics sort of. It's about space time. April Fool's all over again. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to maintain these things, right? It just gets in the way of good sense and practicality, I think. Or just gaslighting. Go the other direction with the bit. I don't know. Honestly, I think it's over. I think it's over for that one. It's a totally different person. Yeah, we brought on my clone. It only lasts in the we aren't doing anything relevant. Yeah, it wasn't relevant to the standard thing. Seen any good Wikipedia? Honestly, I haven't been browsing too much. PhysX, I've heard of that scam. I haven't been browsing too much. What I have been doing is I'm continuing to read. We've been reading a lot. Have you been reading, computer? I'm always looking for more book recs if you got them. But I've been reading a lot these days. I've been reading The Dying Earth. I think I mentioned this before. And these actually go fucking crazy. They go crazy. And I've been reading this is like the original short story collection, but I've been reading like where's the guy? Where's the guy? Where's the guy? There's like a collection of short stories about this character Kujal the Clever, and they're fucking nuts. They're nuts. Triskaidekaphobia, the fear of the number 13. Is this it? I think so. Kind of interesting. It's good stuff. Recommend everything by Terry Pratchett. I see. What's its name again? It's The Dying Earth Stories by Jack Vance, and they're just like, I don't know. I gotta bring up some stuff because I have to prepare them beforehand because I'm not gonna go rustle through them for an hour. But like, there's the things that they say in this are crazy. It's just madness. I don't even know how to like. It's such a strange feeling. Anyway, that's that though. I haven't been browsing too much to that intent. Hello, Big Book of Bug. Thank you for the resub okay, I never know how to read these, but it seems like there's some sort of thing happening here. So I appreciate this a lot. Of course, Big Book of Bug. Thank you. Chicken Jockey. This has been a new metagame. They're sort of moving beyond the Minecraft movie with this one. They're doing I don't know if people saw they do Google Docky now. That's like the new thing. There was a bunch of like internet drama that happened where people were like posting Google Docs about each other because that's what you do when you get mad at someone. When you have a dispute with someone, you make it. Yeah, you do Google Docky. They're Latro in the Mist. Yeah, this is also good. I have my brother got me a hard copy of this actually for Christmas. I think last year. I still have not read it though. The Castle of Otranto lately. Oh, what is this? Back in my day, it was Paste Bin. Hello, a Buff Seagull. Welcome in. So, fire the cannons. Yeah, I should probably say what we are doing. Can we introduce this? I met my friends in bar. I chugged a few beers. I feel joy and whimsy in my veins right now. What's up, Slime? What is up, Slime? I'm well, Otter0. I'm glad you're enjoying Camaraderie. First gothic horror novel written by a very foppish man. I've not explored this genre. I've been meaning to read for a while. I think one of the progenitors of this genre, there's a novel called The Monk. Hello, Desu_used and Exor Xavier. Welcome in. Maradine, too. Your gateway to crafting a public incident. Feed by Mira Grant. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm meaning to get this guy soon. We gotta get loaded up on this guy. The Monk, a romance. It was Gorman Gas. Yeah, this is good too. This is good. Great example of weird fiction. Yeah, this is also good. This is also good stuff. We love the pulps. We love the pulp. Oh, I instantly started. I was like, I've allowed myself to be sidetracked into a shallow grave potentially. We were like okay, I haven't been browsing, we've been reading, but no, this is how it goes. The glunch cough, yes, alas, I'm still not fully recovered. Built an insane house called Strawberry Hill House. I feel like there's like it's a good impulse for if you're like artists and stuff, they should be allowed to have a crazy house, right? If you're doing weird stuff, you should be allowed to have a crazy house. It should be allowed for you. Carmilla, yes, I've read this one. This is good. Hello, Nerd the Ninja as well. And Control O, welcome. Like what's the thing? Who's the guy? Lord British? We were talking about this a while. Like Lord British also built a crazy house, right? With like secret passages and stuff. Like you should be allowed to have a crazy house. The can we find the thing? Can we bring it up? Bring it up. Look at this dumb house. What's this? What's this here? Oh my god. This is a crazy house. I'm 8 hours and 45 minutes away from a clone. 18 hours and 45 minutes. Can this finally be a 12-hour stream, please? How are you doing, Mr. Letters? I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for the gift sub, anomalous to curvy_boobs. True. I do love women. Hello light 6900. Also, thank you for hello, hi, hello, greetings. The Winchester Mansion is crazy, but it was made that way to fool ghosts. I mean, sometimes these things have practical utility, you would say. The trademark was allowed to last. Thank you for the follow, also, light 6900. So, okay, but I have to, okay, brief digression before we get too far. What distro you use? Nix OS, Nixos. What are we computing? Yeah, so what are we computing today? Today is a little bit of something interesting, I think. Do you know about signatures, computer? Have you heard of this? Hello, Ano Makti and Kuz and Benito Mescalini. You know about signature, right? This word means maybe like 40 or 50 different things, right? It means, like there's 100 things that this means. What DE? I use EXWM, the Emacs X window manager. This is Emacs. Cryptographic, no, none of these actually. I think, so there's signature as in on paper. There's a cryptographic signature. Disambiguation probably has 1,000 different things. There's various cryptographic meanings. There's various mathematical meanings, right? You can be the signature of a 4K dimensional compact oriented manifold. You can be right, all of these things. Do the factorial joke. Gotta wait until 7:20. I see. Hello Lumi, thank you. The street, this is still here. I see this. Well, we need to correct this. It was I mean, that word is law. It was not canon until right now. Now the stream has begun. We're starting late today. Today we'll be starting 20 minutes late. I apologize. Sorry, computer. Can we bring up, what do we say here? Over the gunch. Maybe, I don't know. This is sensible. This is sensible, maybe. We've been canonized. Yeah. So we don't mean any of this. We don't mean a time signature. We don't mean a key signature. We don't mean an acoustic signature. We don't mean an isotopic signature. Isotopic. We don't mean a spectral signature. We don't mean any of this. We mean, I don't even think the meaning that we intend they've included on Wikipedia. I don't know if they even have it. We mean a memory signature. Our intention is memory signature. I don't know if this is going to give us any good results. Can we find this GitHub project? Probably looks like something that has something interesting. Oh, it does. We mean this sort of thing, computer. Hyperland and Wayland. I've not tried any of it. It seems cool. I don't know. I don't really have strong opinions. I haven't been prompted to reach out of my comfort zone in quite a long time. Digression, the Welsh after dinner speaker. Oh my god. Yeah, people like this stuff a little bit. I know PewDiePie is on Hyperland now, right? That's in one of the previously unutterable sentences. They put PewDiePie on Hyperland. They put Phantom on a horse. I was just told that Emacs Window Manager has no Wayland support. It does have no Wayland support. Because it would have to be structured in a very different way for this. Yes, PewDiePie is now on Arch with Hyperland. Apparently, it's crazy. It's crazy to see it. Yalter Neri. Oh, is this good? A scrollable tiling Wayland compiler. Oh, I see. They got the rounded corners on here. Rounded corners. This is kind of an innovation, maybe. One moment, please, computer. Oh, we still have this. Let me do this really quick. Can we activate it? Please bring it up. Bring it up. Okay, we're back. Hello, thank you. Hello, thank you. It'll replace the XIV. I don't know about this. Maybe so in time. Can we shout out our friends too? Can we do this for everyone on Earth? Let's do this. Please check. You know how it goes already. Yeah, you'll see an Emacs-based Wayland thingy before you see an Emacs-based window manager for Microsoft Windows apps. Yeah, probably. I mean, like, it's the sort of thing where I feel like we kind of would know how to do it. We would kind of know how to do the thing. It could be made to happen. It could be made to happen. Anyway, so the type of signature that we're considering is this memory signature concept, right? So let's take a blast to the past, to last Friday, the previous stream on last Friday. I guess we're still doing this. I don't know. Remember we made this? The result of last Friday was we've been working on this like La Mulana concept, right? This concept of taking the video game and putting our own sort of spin into it, right? We've been injecting our own code. Hello, Spikle Channel, welcome. Oh, it doesn't work. We write the wrong thing. We write the wrong thing. Right? We made this last time. You see it? We put Ingui in the game, right? That was what we were working on. In the process of doing this, we did a bunch of stuff, right? With Ghidra, right? We found a bunch of addresses by hand in the game, and we just hard coded them into the code, right? This is, yeah, we did get inputs, and we got like things actually modifying the game happening on Friday. XIV, like we made cheats, right? You can like drag the slider and it changes the amount of coins you have in the game, right? Cool. We got there, right? But in like, and that's fine, I think, for this context. But there's something I've seen in other tools that do this kind of stuff that has like I've always been kind of interested in. And I don't really know how it like. I've never like I haven't played with it too much, right? And that's the idea of a signature. I have no audio. Hello, hello ABC123. Hello Stoic Mana also. Where is the thing? So rather than hard coding these addresses, there are some other things we could do instead, right? And this matters more in settings where like the game is updating a lot, but that's also, it's just like interesting to think about, I think, right? So like for example, right? I think Final Fantasy XIV, like their big modding framework, Dalamud, it's entirely based on this like signature concept, right? So what does it mean, right? It means instead of hard coding an address, right? Which addresses are like, especially like an address of like a global variable or the address of a function or something like this, right? This is very fragile, right? This is a very fragile thing, right? If if like the compiler changes a little bit, or like you move something around very slightly, right? Something happens like this. It's very easy for these addresses to change. They're extremely fragile. So what the things that do that like need to do this thing often will do instead. I mean, they're incredibly processors, and they're at least well, they're binary specific, right? They're specific to the particular binary, which is processor specific to a large degree, right? The degree to which it is processor specific depends a lot. Mostly, like if you're just downloading an exe and it's the same on all x86 machines or whatever, right? So it's not like they're not specific to like the individual processor features, right? If we were shipping source code, right, we would be in hell, right? Because like then like the compiler is going to produce different code for different, anyway, you get it. Hello, Lumi Statics, welcome. Thank you for gotchi roll. So what they do instead of hard coding a particular address is they write in a signature, and the signature looks something like this. Like you see this 01 question mark 03 05, right? This kind of thing. I don't know, right? Probably an IRC plugin. It's actually a custom thing that talks directly to the Twitch API. But yeah, this is not a. If you're asking how do you use chat in terminal, this is not a terminal. This is graphical. This is we're just in we're in X, and this is just an Emacs buffer, and we have some code that connects to the Twitch API, and it can like, yeah, we can do all sorts of different things with it. Hello, fellow Lumi. We have Lumi the first and Lumi the second. It was all, yeah. I mean, it is Emacs, right? This is Emacs here. It's just not an IRC client in Emacs. It's our own code in Emacs. That talks to Twitch. I would say this thing was interesting regardless of, yeah. Well, either way, let's not get into it. Let's not get into it too far. It's neither here nor there. I simply brought it up offhand because of the, Yeah, there's Twitch too. Yeah, there's various ways. If you would like to use Twitch chat in the terminal, you can do it quite easily because Twitch is offered over IRC, right? You can actually watch, like, you don't even need X or Wayland to watch Twitch, right? You could watch Twitch perfectly well with, MPV in the Linux frame buffer with YTDLP and like an IRC client, right? You can go, you do not need this at all. Hold on. Okay, what we're holding. So what does this mean? Like, what is the concept of this, right? What it means is search for this pattern of bytes, right? Yeah, the trick is having them both on screen at the same time. But I imagine you can probably tell the frame buffer MPV to only render over like a small corner of the thing and like position this in such a way that like with tmux you have the, yeah, I bet you can do it. There's no scroll back on console, yeah, but I mean there's scroll back is like, this depends on your terminal a lot. The terminal I'm using for my model, right, and that I used for a long time before I was in Emacs land, this is ST has no scroll back either. RTMP's endpoint to watch streams. I mean, Twitch offers this. Twitch provides this, I think. Maybe it doesn't actually. I kind of would assume that this is how their thing. Interesting, actually. Well, yeah. I'm getting you at least upload to Twitch via RTMP. I doubt they offer this to consume. And I'm not offering it to consume either, just because it's a bunch of stuff to do. You can connect to Twitch chat with any IRC client. Yes, ST scrollback patch feels necessary. I don't know. I always just did this with tmux, right? Because tmux has scrollback, and you can just like, and it's often like more like it's keyboard accessible. So like, and if you're always in tmux, like you can just like, yeah. This is, you don't like tmux, yeah. This is fair enough. The XX term has scrollback. Yeah. Most of them probably do. It's sort of a useful feature, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like, I don't know. Like if I was always a tmux person. Like I was always in tmux all the time. And like, if I'm gonna be in if one thing has the scrollbacks, I don't want, I don't need it for the, I like, anyway, this is purely preference though. Hello, Soon to Moon and Mr. Subtleties. How is your name pronounced? There's a pronunciation command, Soon to Moon. Pronunciation. You can run it and you'll get a canonical pronunciation. All of these are cool. All of these are cool and accurate to the highest degree possible. I'm using something like it's all about, it's the same kind of thing, right? It's where you're placing the separation. Most people say Colonq though. Your thoughts on DevOps? Cool. I just don't know very much about this, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine probably. But yeah, so what is this thing? What does this mean? What the hell does it mean? It means find the address, I think, where this starts. I think it means find the address where a pattern that looks like this starts. And what the pattern means is a byte, this byte, the byte 1, then any byte, then the byte 03, and then the byte 05, right? So and what it means is, okay, we're gonna scan all of memory, or at least like whatever region of memories are relevant, the regions of globals, or like where code lives, and like, right, things like this. We get some information about like what memory has stuff potentially from our thing, and we scan that memory and we look for this pattern and get the address. This tool you have for your character is transforming video input to ASCII. No, in fact, hello Taco Donchik. It's there's no video involved. The way the tool works, right, is this is, you know, this is the old version, but it's essentially the same as the new guy, right? Byte of 87, yeah. We actually have something to say about that too. Yeah, so the code is here, but the way it's, you know, it's shit and old and undocumented and like whatever. The way that this works is, what this does is it's an OpenGL program with Rust that renders a small frame buffer, and I'm just like blitting that here to test it into this window. You see, here's a small guy, right? So this is just a 3D model getting rendered with OpenGL, and I do like skeletal animation stuff, right? I inform the animation. Hello, Wind Up Boy. We inform the animation using tracking data that's sent over the network. Yeah, so it's not video input though, right? It's all in this is all just one process, right? It's all, yeah, iterated on that version a lot. Yeah. I have very poor commit hygiene in the context of this project. A frame buffer counts as video, sure, but it's still like, I mean, it's in the sense of like, I don't know, you know, what is the gunch? Illness, I guess. People say this to mean illness, I think. Quite often. I don't know for sure. Anyway, the state of my head and neck, largely. But yeah, so this program, it renders to this frame buffer and then it reads it back and it turns it into terminal escape sequences. And the animation is all through this thing called OpenCFace that I have modified quite a bit to be able to get things out of it easily. But yeah, this is like a Python library that runs like a machine learning model to do face tracking from webcam. So yeah, I have on another computer, I have this hooked up to my webcam running, sending this over the network, and then my thing here reads it, does animation, and then turns it into text. That's the thing. So you can't really use it to turn, like if you for example had a you know, I guess I could do it actually. Like I was gonna say, I can't like turn a YouTube video into text very easily, but I can, because we have that feature built out for the hair and stuff, right? As you've probably seen, right? Like you can do the stuff, right? You can do the, I can't believe Upstream doesn't support streaming to Emacs list. Yeah, I mean it does. I was using an unmodified Upstream for a long time, but I finally realized like it wasn't doing me any favors really. Because the OpenCFace supports a mode where it will send information to Unity. And the way it does this is there's just like this kind of like, it just like tries to connect over UDP and send a bunch of bytes. And so I was just kind of like piggybacking off of that for a long time, but then I've since, like a few months ago, I kind of redid all that. That's freaky. Yeah. Anyway, that's the guy. But yeah, okay, so this is signature. Have I jumped the okay. Is that what jump the shark means? Jump the shark? Jump the shark means it's gone off the rails. I don't mean jump the shark. I mean jump the gun. Jump the gun, meaning jumping the gunch, acting before the proper time. Yeah, perhaps it's the case. Reference to an episode of some series. I see. You're indirectly jumping the gunch. Pretty new to Linux. Finally have Linux working properly and looking at the cool. Oh hell yeah, very nice. If you're interested in that kind of thing, like video to, there are features to like do video to text conversion. I think typically through a library called libcaca. I think MPV, like this this video player, which is well loved, I think has this built in. Maybe it would mean your ratings had fallen out. You're grasping at straws. I see. The series went bad after the episode where the main person jumped over a plush shark. Jumps a shark on water skis marks the decline of the series. I see. That's crazy. Yeah, FFmpeg can do it. I'm sure. I think MPV has this built in even. So like, yeah, other people already got it. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? It wasn't a plush shark. I don't know. Damn. Okay, well, we're not jumping the shark just yet, but we are jumping the gun. 20 whole decades. Congratulations, A2-31415. I keep thinking in terms of, you know, now that you've brought up the topic of time, I keep seeing people, I've somehow fallen into the vortex where I'm seeing people talk about, do you know about this thing, 5 Nights? You know about this? I don't know anything about this, right? I don't mean to you know, like submit a non sequitur, right? My kid was obsessed with this game. It seems like this kind of thing, right? My main exposure to this was pardon me, computer, please. A Grimbo watch. Well, I don't. It's the kind of thing where like it's a little too scary for me, right? When people actually play this, I just turn it off, right? Because it's like, I don't know, something to do with Queen. Yeah, maybe so. Well, so I the only exposure I have to this is when I was in undergrad in college. I spent a summer working with a professor, like on, you know, just trying to work on some papers, right, on a research project, right, in like this lab that she ran, right. And one of the other students, like one of the actual grad students in the lab, wore Five Nights at Freddy's like shirts often. And I was always like, oh, that's a little bit, I don't know, what is this thing? So I've had this in my head for a while. And of course I know, right? Everyone knows. Fuck. The vile miasma is trying to claim back Colonq, but I won't. I will not submit, Blackbird 1128. I will not submit. So like, of course I know what it is. Now we're jumping the shark. Yeah, I know kind of what it is. You know, it's like a horror game about like Chuck E. Cheese or something like this. I don't know. But I keep seeing people talk about it. I've like fallen down this rabbit hole. People keep showing me images of like top 10 scariest Five Nights at Freddy's media and things like this. Top 10 scariest. And I had the idea of like, are people like parodying this really hard? Like if I were to, the baby game, if I were to like, it like I don't know anything about it beyond the fact like what if you did like 20 years at Johnson's? 20, like what if we're doing like 100 years, like is that anything, right? Like making like a little game and throwing it on Steam called 100 Years at Michael's, and you just have like a, you know, like a Michael's Arts and Crafts store, and it's just like it doesn't end. The game ends after 100 real life years, right? 32 seconds at Steve's, the game ends after 30 seconds. It's just 30 seconds of, yeah, just like an image of a house and like huge fan backstory from theories. Yeah, things like this. It's fearsome, right? 6 moments at Lord British's. Yeah, I think that's kind of good. So I've had this. I keep thinking about it, right? Like 10,000 years at Edwards. Like you can do this with any time and any name. And I'm sure this is not novel, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of good in a way. When you have a non-specific general malaise in the form of biologic agent invading your body, it is called the crut. I see. The crut, maybe? 10 years in Byte Dump. 5 Nights with Linux is a title for a horror movie when I was trying to first install Linux on my laptop and it went horrible. Hello, Lucky Bear Thing, also. Welcome. The lore is actually decent. Have an interesting sexual... Yes, I thought there was like a book or something where like I don't know. John Pizza Guy's an odd locus for media franchise. Yeah, it's very it's very strange what kinds of things catch on, Wind Up Boy. We'll never be able to predict it, I think. 5 fortnights in Brazil, 17 clock cycles at Z80. Yeah. Which decided to not load. It's a secret, I see. Well, that one didn't even happen. This is the first stream since last week, as we go. Welcome in. Yes, we'll avoid this. How many jiffies until dawn? Yeah. They did release this, actually. There's a video game on Steam called 20 Minutes Till Dawn. This is like they're literally innovating in this form factor. They're doing this every day now. They're running them. They're running the particular thing. 7 days. Yeah. They love making unit of time, and yeah, I don't know. Are quite good, even if some are also quite bad. Yeah, for me, it's very much not for me, right? It's outside of my strike zone quite far, right? I'm neither a I don't know. It feels like it strikes to a lot of like for some reason people love creepypasta stuff, right? That's the other thing. Like I'm learning more and more about these things as part of my general project to have like a baseline awareness of all things in the world. Like people, I apparently like people are like, I guess this is like presumably like kids are really into like fake anti-piracy screens. Are people aware of this, right? Like there's a whole thing of like I guess this is an ancient thing. I think it's still going, maybe. Like there's a whole there's like a anti-piracy screen fandom where Mario tells you fuck you 7 days to oob. The games you gotta finish oob in 7 days. Yeah, true. God, real. It's already April. It's already May. Wait, it's May 2nd. Oh no. Okay, well, anyway, we'll deal with that when it is necessary. No time to explain. Yeah. We'll have a horror game stream one. No, never. Your 3DS is bricked and the Nintendo CIA is coming to your house. Yeah, that's why they call the files .cia, because when you see the file, it makes it go directly to the CIA. Hello, LCOLONQ. Welcome in. Hello. I think we caught you. Wait a second. Excuse me. Sorry. I saw you raid into. We shout out LCOLONQ. I saw you raid into Adam Learns Live earlier. Right at the end, I think. I didn't even know you streamed, LCOLONQ. Hello. Your house will rise up against you. Intimidis also, welcome in. It's almost Star Wars Day. May the 2nd be with you. The red PS2 unrecognized disc screen. Yeah, like, can I like? Is this going to be vulgar? Hello, Kieram. Also, is this going to be vulgar if I try and bring them up? If I search on YouTube.com, let's check. Anti-piracy stream. Hello, Kokoopsy. Also, anti-piracy screen compilation. 7 creepy and real anti-piracy screens. We have evil Mickey Mouse. They love doing like evil Mickey Mouse on this. That's crazy. That's crazy. The strangest anti-piracy. They just, I don't know. But like, this is besides the point. But for some reason, like, kids love this shit, right? They love creepypasta, and I think this is like, I don't know. It's probably, yeah, a modded Pokemon cartridge. Yeah, I think they. I don't know. I'm sure we've seen it. Disney Corporation. Yeah, the scariest thing of all. Hello, Pluvophile. Welcome. So I don't really know what the conclusion of this is, other than it's interesting. It's very interesting, right? It's interesting as a concept, right? That, like, I don't know. They're doing Roblox anti-piracy. People hop on. People, yeah, huh? That's neat, right? It's like the Mirror Dweller thing, right? Like there's the what do you like people like, it's just an interesting thing. We live in interesting times. We need anthropology. We have a need for cultural internet anthropology, I think. makes videos on creepypasta or lore stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of these, I think. I do stream. I'm trying to have a good schedule whenever I have time. This is good. I hope you're having fun, Alcaf. This is a good way to be. It's a good way. It's an enjoyable pastime. It's a good way to pass the time for sure. Okay, we should talk about this. Can we keep getting into things? Quick recovery. Thank you. I've been going pretty good. I made crazy cocoa last night, and it fixed everything about me. I made I heated up a bunch of milk, and I poured it in a metal water bottle alongside chocolate powder, and what else? We put a little bit of nutmeg in there. We put a little bit of cinnamon in there. We put a little bit of allspice in there. We put a little bit of cayenne in there, which was huge. And that with the hot milk was extremely good. A little bit of grog. No, I think it would have been aesthetically pleasing if I was a little bit more, inclined to that. Maybe a little bit of rum would be good, or a little bit of like wine, maybe hot wine. I have the impression that like the only alcohol that's like appealing to me that I'm like, damn, I gotta get on that is like stuff like brandy. Hello, Crux Delta. Thank you for the follow. Stuff like brandy and like mulled wine. Is this like? But I don't want to be let down. I would prefer to have the image of mulled wine in my head be like, I don't know, undisturbed maybe. Salmiakki. This is like licorice, right? This is salty licorice finish. Hello, Chixie9901 also. Thank you for the well wishes. Philosophical question. So in always Windows was more popular for PCs than Linux. Possible to add features to Linux that would, I mean, I think a lot of this is probably overstated, Taco Doncic, right? I think most of the advantage that Windows has is not technical. There's definitely some. There's some things that are still not plug and play. It's largely like a first mover kind of thing, right? People find Windows easier not because it is intrinsically easier, but yes, it's familiarity, right? People are used to using Windows, so they keep using Windows, and so it continues. Yeah, and they get layout. Yeah, right. It's not, I think, something that is like it's not a technical problem, right? The dominance of Windows, right? It's not something that can be. I mean, I guess it's a technical problem in the sense that if you really made something that was so far and away obviously insanely better, like, but I don't even know if this is realistic, right? Is there enough room for this even? Mulled wine is good. IMO, it isn't super bitter. It's better alcohol free. Milo, I have not done this. Have to learn the Shemad plus X thing. I mean, like, do you really though? Like, if you're just like using things normally, like, I don't know. Like realistically, how, I mean, this you have to do, I guess, if you have to download a binary, but I imagine most file managers, you just do this, right? It's been a very long time since I've like used a graphical file manager regularly, but I assume you can just like right click and say mark executable, right? And also just like, you just shouldn't download exes, or like you shouldn't be downloading binaries. And I guess this mentality is something that has to be learned, right? But like, also, this is just better, right? Like downloading, like, the Windows situation is fucking nuts. Like just downloading random executables that are like have like bespoke installer logic in them. Like, it's nuts. I don't know. Like I set up like Mod's computer recently on Mint, and I don't think we ever had to, through the whole installation process, I don't think we ever had to open the terminal. I have sense to like troubleshoot things, but like we never had to do anything, right? Like we installed the thing from the disk. And then to get software, like, we needed Discord. So I opened up the Linux Mint store. I searched Discord. I clicked a button and it appeared on the desktop. I searched Steam. I clicked the thing, and it got installed. And I just installed a bunch of stuff on Steam, and like, yeah. Emulated games so I can run them direct through Steam. I see. It generally just works. There are a couple of things that do this, right? That like will populate your Steam library with like emulator libraries. I don't know, right? Fucking nightmare for Linux. Yeah, it probably does depend on hardware support, but I imagine hardware support is mostly good these days. And like a lot of this, I'm also speaking from a place of like, who knows, right? I'm speaking from a place where like I'm so in this, right, that like I haven't had issues in forever, but just like there's probably things that would have roadblocked me 10 years ago, but now I just don't think about it very much. Link file. I mean, you could embed the emulator in one thing, right? Or like make like a little shim executable that just starts the emulator, right? This is, or presumably a link file or like whatever, like how desktop shortcuts work. Whatever. The list expands. How was your day? Hello, Nix142. We're doing well. All of this, hide this. Hide my problems away. We don't need irons. We don't need gold. We don't need hell. The 3 categories of matter. The 3 states of matter. Iron, gold, and hell. We have this here today. It's a signature move type of broadcast today. The theme of today is showing up to the combat encounter and announcing, giving a 10-minute soliloquy about your signature move that you're about to deploy. Trying to play Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, I have not actually run 11 on... I've only run 11 in my Windows VM. I have not tried to run it on Wine, but to be fair, Final Fantasy XI is kind of hellish to run properly on Windows anyway. Like I remember setting up DXVK on Windows to run 11 better. I spent 8 hours installing the distro. After that, I have minimal issues after 2 hours of setting everything. The first steps are nothing but frustration, like a wizard spell battle, but elemental. Bat files that start. Yeah. I see. This makes sense, right? Just a little. My wine prefix just disappeared somehow. Yeah, damn. It's like, yeah. Like I will say one thing. I'm great. Like you are gonna have a much better time running a 20-year-old Windows game on Linux than you are running a 20-year-old Linux game on Linux. So that's at least a 1 point in the favor of like Windows really is like to some extent like the stable ABI, right? Like it's crazy, right? The for the stream like a while back, right? I tried to run Baldur's Gate. I bought a copy of Baldur's Gate 1 on GOG, right? And tried to run the thing. And this was so nightmarish that like I should have just gotten the Windows copy. It was like because they shipped a Linux build of the game, right? Like, and this was probably 10 years ago they released this, and now like it's not source available, right? It's only a binary, so you just download this binary of the game, and that binary is dynamically linked. Of course it is, right? It's dynamically linked against a bunch of shit, and it's dynamically linked against OpenSSL for some reason. I don't know why Baldur's Gate 1 port has OpenSSL in it, but it does. Maybe they have some kind of analytics thing that I don't know. And it's dynamically linked against an old version of OpenSSL. So you can't just like, if you have a new version of OpenSSL, the thing won't start, right? So in order to make this thing fucking run, right, this presumably native Linux binary, right, you have to like I think what I did was I downloaded an old release, got this like the whatever the source was for an appropriately old OpenSSL and built it and like ran the thing with LD library path and like and then of course that's a nightmare because it's like suddenly some other dependency is too new, right? And God forbid libc is right, like it's and definitely not as I mean you have to just abandon all pretense of this if you're like, but yeah, I don't know. Clearly it's good. Here we're talking about OpenSSL. Lack of visual customization. Yeah, this is true also. But I mean, like you can say a lot about them, but they do like a pretty good job of making sure old binaries run. I think they probably go far beyond the Call of Duty for this. So they're still relatively good in at least one dimension. Okay. What are we even, can we, man, I'm so every one of these is like such a different experience. Like today I'm like I joke all the time that like I'm forgetting how to stream, right? But it really feels that like every single time it's like totally like, man, what do I do? Like what are we usually doing 1 hour in? It's been an hour? What are you talking about? It's been an hour. What are we this? I'm talking about how I don't know what we're usually doing 1 hour in. It happens every time. Hello, Pigeon Guided Missile and GG MP4 and Chaotic Quixotic. We're in the yapping. Skip forward. Just start talking about MTG. No, we'll refrain from that as much as possible. Although they did unban a bunch of cards in EDH, they should unban more. That's my opinion about it. That's what I feel about it. 1 hour with LCOLONQ, yeah. 7 hours with LCOLONQ. That's kind of good. It's a horror game, but like instead of being a jump scare, I just like pop up and be like, "Hey, nice to see you there. Hey there, stranger. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing here? What's going on with this? Hey, why are you in my house? What's this? What's this? Full concentration coding, yeah. I mean, this is how it simply has to be. I was speaking of full concentration coding. I tuned in a good unban day. Yeah, I mean that's probably the one that will have any sort of impact. But like even then, I think people overstate it. Like fucking intuition is legal in this format, right? Fucking demonic tutor is legal in this. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I was watching the friend of the stream, Soding. Do you know Soding? Played in CEDH. Yeah, I mean it will be played, but I don't think it's very good. It's like it's definitely a card you probably play in Blue Farm. Like it does just win the game for 4 mana, but like there are other things, right? Like I play Inala, right? Yeah, but I think for the well, okay, I don't want to get too sidetracked by Magic, but like I think in the optimal lines, you don't even use it with failing to find to double entomb. It's better off just picking 4 cards and just win. There are like breach lines you can use, just like picking 4 cards and you just win. But yeah, it is a very good and versatile card. But like also like there's plenty of like I don't know. Yeah. My CEDH tastes are I've played a lot of things in CEDH, but recently the thing I played the most is like it's 4 mana but it's instant speed, so you just play it at the end of your previous opponent's end step and then untap and win. So it's still like mostly a win. But I play this guy. I play this guy mostly. And this guy has a combo where like you also just play you can just play 1 card and win, right? You just play this guy and you win the game. So like it's like I don't know. Good proxy printer or sell a kidney, yeah. I would definitely use proc. Don't pay for cardboard. This is Don't pay money for cardboard based on the ink that is printed on it. This is a disastrous decision personally. But yeah, no. So I was watching. I happened to tune into Soding. Soding usually streams I think mostly before I'm awake, but and I tuned in and he was working on like ARM stuff. And he was right in the middle. I understand the impulse to be a type A chatter so much, right? I was watching him do stuff and he was like trying to figure something out, and I instantly find myself like subconsciously I look down at the keyboard and I'm typing paragraphs. I'm typing fucking paragraphs into the chat room. So I have to just like hold backspace and be like, okay, I'm typing. Instead of that, I'm gonna type this. Hi. But no, because he ran into the the literal pool thing. He was trying to like load literal like, and he was like, why is LDR sometimes it's like no it's literal pool. It's not. Well, anyway so it's I understand a little bit better the impulse now. Excuse me, please. Sorry. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Well, I mean, you never know what people's. A part of it is the process, right? It's the flailing is, some would say, the best part. I think the flailing is like, it's what it's. I mean, this is the realization. Like when I watch programming streamers, right? Like, I prefer the flailing. right? Like when someone is just like imagine this, right? All right, we're doing this. We're doing this. Yep, we're going this way. We're doing it like this. We're doing yep. Yep, we're doing this. Yep. Okay. We're doing this. Yep. Like this is like I don't know. The flailing is the fun part, right? Like this is the real thing, right? To some extent, the flailing is the programming, right? Like you know, just knowing what you're doing and just smashing it out. This is just being a typist, right? This is just like I don't know, right? Yeah. Hello Zoiteki, welcome in also. Hello. Yeah, you gotta go freak. You gotta go freak plus I. I don't know. I think this is I don't think it actually matters to do plus I, but at least like in principle, right? Like plus I is kind of a simpler operation, right? At least in my head, right? I don't know. It doesn't actually matter in any kind of practical setting. There's no compiler where this is going to matter. I guess there is maybe. Like a really I guess something we could write would make it matter, but like right like I plus plus, right? You kind of need you need this, right? You need both, right? Like you know, like if you're like you need the if you use the result of this expression, right? Like it's you understand. Talk internal types, they make you reconsider reality every day. Yeah, I would love to actually. Result of either, just use this is the thing. I should probably just say plus equal 1, but it's you know, these habits they die with great difficulty. I think the happy medium, I mean the thing is Linoscopy, it like I don't know about that, right? Universe I mean this is just a matter of I don't think this is in relation to the internal types. This is just this, like the type of types has this, right? Real nice. And this is to prevent Girard's paradox. The like universe levels. But it's also neither here nor there. But I think to some extent, like like interesting approach. I mean, what is this big game Mikey? What is this comment? What is this like this is a well is this what it, me being installed, this looks like LLM, this you know, and you know how we know this is LLM? There's no chance you're typing out a one character ellipsis here, not one chance. This is a single character. Yeah, no way. Okay, well no, but I think like some phones automatically do it. Wait, really? Yeah, man, I'm not with the times. Damn. Well, it's composed ... on my phone. I see. Man, what a scary age we live in. You can't even tell the people with phones apart from robots anymore. This is the way. Damn. But I think like the I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think like the maybe this is my own perspective on things, but I think to your point, Kalinoscopy, I think that the second I start thinking about things in the lens of quote unquote content is the second I start producing the worst shit ever. the second we excuse me, sorry. The second we enter that framing, the second it becomes hell. What do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, I'm not even going to be able to meaningfully say anything about this, but I'm sure the implementation of Colonq being a gigantic 30-year-old piece of software is, yeah, like doing the, yeah. I mean, I don't even think about this. Yeah, it is. I mean, it definitely is not socially complicated, Wind Up Boy, right? Like the cadence of this thing, the way it goes is I show up and I do whatever I want. We show up and we do whatever seems interesting and we talk, right? To consume. I don't want to consume any content either. To be fair, I would like to neither produce nor consume anything that could possibly be called content. Let a smile up here. Yes. Okay, we got to figure out this signature thing. We got to figure this out. Yeah, I mean, everyone always. We should say rock now. Remember when we had media? It's one of the, yeah. It's horrific. It's well, this is enough blood has been spilled over that probably. Tactics in LTAC are a grammar plugin. So you need another page of fun types to parse them. Yeah, Colonq is like there's like 4 different languages, right? There's like it's a big fellow. There's a lot of stuff happening there. What about discontents? Well, that's maybe even worse. I don't know about that. So what are we doing? We have to. Can we figure ourselves out a little bit? I'm clearly in the stage where I'm like, I don't know what I should talk about. I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. I'm saying random words to nobody. I'm saying random words in the air. I'm writing sigils with my finger in the air. There's a kitty sleeping on my desk. Hello, cats. Hello to Tokui also. Hello, cats. We got to figure out what this is. And what does this entail, right? I would like our goal to, we're talking to the computer. Our goal today, computer, is scan some memory. Hello, failure too. I would like to write a little guy, probably targeting Windows, because our stuff currently is targeting Windows, but I'm not averse to trying something else out if it's easier. I would like to write something that can read the memory of the current process and search that memory for a given signature represented, something like this. Presumably we'll probably do string style stuff here. Magic style. Oh my god. Hello failure, welcome. So yeah, what does this like actually mean, right? Like we could definitely write something like really trivial that's just like, okay, read every address, haha, right? But that's not going to work, right? We are quickly going to run into the classic page fault situation. Or not page fault. We're gonna run into seg fault, right? People use I say page. Well, I'm meaning the wrong thing. Page fault means like a page. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Right? We're gonna seg fault, right? If we just try and read every address, we're going to seg fault, right? A page fault that then cannot be resolved. Yes, there's no page mapped to this address in the whatever, right? We're going to run into this. Hello, party cat, laugh out loud. So what do we need? We need some way to figure out what memory actually is readable. So this, we need to parse map, right? We need to get some idea of, for this process, for this thing, where are things actually mapped to? Like if we have like program code, where is that mapped to in memory? If we have global variables, where are those mapped to in memory? And then scan only those things. If you can't read it, is it even memory? I mean, there's probably a real question to be asked here, right? Like if something does, like if some address is not mapped to like it really isn't memory, right? It's just an address, right? There's no physical memory that's like corresponding to it in any kind of way. So like, probably isn't memory. But this is besides the point. Time for bed. Good night, attention span. Thank you. We will do what we wish. Doing ROP gadget, this is return oriented programming, is that there is some sort of function table in the executable that is then bound at runtime. This is, you're probably, I assume you're speaking of PLT, the global offset table, maybe. This is for like dynamic loading. This, yeah, global offset table kind of situation. This is what this sounds like. But this is not, in general, this does not get you every, this mostly gives you a table of addresses to things from other, this probably won't give you addresses like in the top level executable, maybe. I don't know. I think there's definitely an easier way to do it. Can we like, okay, let's just start Googling shit randomly here. Bye everyone, have a great day. Thank you, Ezriga. Good night. Thank you. Hello, it's Bithrill. Let's give you functions of libraries, not data. Yeah. Windows API gets memory map. I don't know. We're gonna find this, right? We need to find some way to like, we're gonna find stuff about like mmap here, right? Let's say API gets address of program code. I don't know, something like this. There's get proc address for loading from a DLL. Find program code's address at runtime. This is just talking about virtual protect is mmap like ho in Windows. Yes, it will be in Windows. Windows API function nmap. Well, this is a separate thing entirely. We have mmap, which is and we have we're really, this is free association. Nmap is kind of good though. This is a port scanner. Like, we can also just like perform theft. That's also actually probably a good idea. Like, I wonder what this guy does. I mean, this guy just takes a range. There are probably some other things that do this, right? Scanning. Where's LMAP? Damn. Perform theft. I mean, you know, in a good kind of way. Project reloaded signature scanning. On Windows, you get a lot less stuff exported because it does not happen by default. Okay, this guy looks kind of epic. This guy's looking kind of epic on here. We mostly need to find enough to give us a sense of like what is going on with it. Like, what is, like, how does the thing go? Memory API virtual query, that seems like a good outcome potentially. Here we're saying I see. We have they're doing some weird shit. What is GC? This is C# thing. Is this like, is GC? If I were to see GC handle, I would assume this is garbage collector handle. Huh. And this is kind of funny. This guy is kind of funny. What are you looking for? Manually allocating the bypass to GC. Oh, I see. This is their raw malloc. We're trying to find, so LG, what we're doing today is we're building a memory scanner for signatures, I think. This is at least what I have in mind. Who knows if we will actually end up doing this? But this is at least what we're thinking, right? So I want to find ways like the A squared may have found the thing. Ways to query like where memory is mapped. Looking at this the other day. Clear obscure fix helper.hpp. We have practical game modding examples. Can I sign your brain? Yeah. Here this is like the virtual protect stuff to make it writable. Oh, aware not like actual signatures. Oh yeah. So we're doing like I wanna you know, when people write the signatures that are like, you know, like FF01 DE question mark FF, you know, this kind of thing. We want to build a thing that searches for these to find addresses. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see it. Oh, that's what you want. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, it's literally, they have pattern scan right here. They are doing it. They are doing the thing, and they take module, and it looks like, I see. They're using this. They cast this thing to p-image DOS header, and then I see. Okay, cool. Port this to C pretty easy, ever easy enough. Yeah, this looks like what we're looking for sure. they basically they have some address that they assume is where like this header thing lives, and this scans the loaded module. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, it scans some module, right? Which I think is basically what we want, right? Like we have presumably like the module for the game, like thing we're being injected into, so we can just like do that. Cool. This is probably doable then. So neat. Yeah, okay, they're doing exactly this. Okay, so this may be, okay, this whole thing may be actually massively easier than we thought it would be. So, okay, this will be interesting at least. Why do you want the signatures? Well, so it's not that we want the signatures, right? I want to be able to do this, right? You see what they're doing here? They're saying, they're like, instead of hard coding addresses, I would love to be able to say like, scan for this thing.